Hello everyone! Hello and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is number 306 for the month of April 2021. I am Nemesis and I am joined by Alca7raz here.
Hello.
Yes, April. Things are happening. There's trouble in the Suez. Yeah, that's a thing. Just remember, you can screw up super hard in your life and you'll never screw up as bad as that guy did.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't think it's the captain's fault.
Yeah, if I recall, wasn't it like
you don't
power
pilot.
or something?
Well, I've heard there's a power outage, but I've also heard you don't actually get to pilot your own ship through the Suez.
Yeah.
You have to use certified Suez pilots for that region, and I've heard they actually kind of suck.
Oh.
But yeah, they're Egyptian government approved Suez pilots that have to pilot it through for you. You're not allowed to.
Anyway, that guy screwed up. I didn't say the captain, I said that guy.
That guy. However, if you notice, there's like no damage to the boat and none of the cargo is damaged. No tipping over.
Yep.
If you're going to get a boat stuck, yeah.
Of course. Well,
did pretty good.
Now everyone has to go around the long way.
Down around the Cape of Good Hope. Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep. Boat stuck.
Yep, boat stuck. Please.
Boat stuck.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a thing. That is definitely happening. That is definitely happening.
Yep. And it's going to be happening for a while.
Yeah.
It's stuck good.
Yeah. They just said a little picture of that little tiny digger just
a little bit. Doing its best.
And that gives you a good idea, just how big that thing is.
Yep, you see pictures of like U.S. aircraft carriers going through the Suez.
Yep.
And it's like, this boat is way bigger. You can fit multiple aircraft carriers on one of these things.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, in non-boat stuff, we got ponies to talk about, believe it or not. Pony
Not
thing.
Shipping?
Not this time.
When do we not talk about shipping in some form?
Kind of, actually, technically this time, but we'll get to that.
Actually, shipping.
We'll get to that. But anyway, of course, we got some news to cover beforehand. We got some a new comic thing, an old episode, and some music and a little fanfic update at the end. Why not go ahead and get started, right? Right?
That's what we always do.
Mm-hmm. If you want to follow along, you go to pony401.libsyn.com/show notes. It's spelled LABSYN, and news links will be there, and you can click them and get more info if you need to. So we'll go ahead and start with convention stuff. Babs Online is coming May 29th through 30th because, once again, had to cancel in-person stuff because the troubles.
Yep.
Ponyfest Online 5 is coming October 2nd. And GalaCon has been postponed to 2022 because, again, the COVID thing.
COVID, yep.
It's still
a thing.
Yeah, they're postponing to July 30th to 31st, 2022. They also have information on tickets and refunds because everything carries over unless you don't want it to, et cetera, like everyone else is doing.
Yep.
And in fandom and other news, Shanty has arrived at Them's Fighting Herds, and she has a trailer. She's a pirate goat.
Arr.
And I think she's actually in the game now. I was kind of confused because I got the code for it, and then a couple days later people said she's out today. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I think I got it early just because backer.
Yeah.
And a new State of Sugar album, Biscuit, is out. I hate names like that.
Even though it's a state of it's based off of a radio show called A State of Trance.
Right.
Yeah, State of Sugar, Biscuit, which is actually a cookie, but British.
Yeah, Brits. Anyway, merchandise news. Kotobukiya has shown off their fully painted Luna figure and the sculpt for Pony Celestia, and I actually think Kotobukiya Luna is also available for pre-order.
Yep.
Yeah, that's if you want the Luna, and as they say, they're trying to do their tsundere thing, I guess. And yeah, it looks like they really are doing the whole pony and human separate stands thing. And artist Vanessa Mack shared her concept art for upcoming Equestria Girls figures and other stuff if you click around in her portfolio there.
Yep.
And it's just basically packaging design and whatnot. I wouldn't have minded more Equestria Girls in that style. We'll get to that. And Toys R Us Singapore listed new Pony Friend figures, which is the budget line. really budget because, like, Twilight has only one color in her hair and so on, and so does Dash.
Same with Dash.
Dash is a
just
redhead.
red. Yep. Nothing wrong with redheads.
Also, this really simplified cutie marks as well.
Yep. It reminds me of like the McDonald's toys.
And comic news, Friendship is Magic number 99 has a synopsis. Marble Pie is off to college. It seems like the only pony fit for the job of planning her going away party would be the fabulous Pinkie Pie herself. But Pinkie's having a bit of trouble feeling happy about her sister heading so far away. Looking like she's going to need a little help from Cheese Sandwich to plan the bestest party ever. Uh-oh. Those two again.
Well, obviously, they're trying to build that relationship.
Yeah. Issue 99 also has cover B has been revealed, which is lo-fi pony beats to study to, I guess.
Yep.
And the Magic of Cybertron, which is, now that's the thing now, instead of Friendship in Disguise 2.
Yep.
Number 3 has a cover and synopsis. Sombra's evil plan continues to spell trouble for unlikely heroes. Meanwhile, Vinyl, Scratch, Octavia, and Soundwave have to figure out how to work together. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
On the WonderCon exclusive cover from Magic of Cybertron number 1 has been revealed as well. It has no Transformers on it, so I do not care.
How do you have a Transformers crossover with no Transformers on the cover?
Don't know, because you screwed up, that's why. I mean, they're clearly on Cybertron, but beyond that. And Transformers My Little Pony, The Magic of Cybertron trade paperback is up for pre-order and releasing in November. So if you just want to wait for the whole thing, you can do that. And Equestria Girls news. Yes, more Equestria Girls news. And not the good kind. Nick Confalone has revealed ideas for the Season 2 finale for Equestria Girls that was tragically killed by stupid executives.
Not bitter at all.
Nope. Yeah, and this is one that really is frustrating because they finally confront a thing that they've been dancing around for a while, which is the other sunset.
Yep.
And they're going to have a whole thing.
So bad.
See,
why must you tease me with the things that I know I can't have anymore? It would have been better for just not to know.
Yeah. Because the big thing, like ever since Sunset's turn at the end of the first movie, her friends have reassured her the past is the past, and what matters is the good she chooses to do in the present. But they're wrong. Unbeknownst to Sunset Shimmer, the powerful ancient equestrian magic spell she cast to open the portal to another world in the first place created an imbalance that has not yet been resolved. Her arrival in the human world displaced an innocent character who we've never seen yet, but whose absence can be felt every time Sunset appears on screen. In this final special of Season 2, we're going to reveal what happened to the human Sunset Shimmer.
That would have been really good.
I wanted that so much.
Yep.
We've been so much of us have been begging for human Sunset. We're so close. We were this close to greatness.
And it was taken from you.
Stupid executives.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just really disappointed that's what we didn't. Instead, we got that weird multi-short Christmas thing.
Yep.
And I'm just really disappointed we didn't get that because that would have been great. And I hope Nug Confalone is able to reveal more details later. I'm not sure if he's able to write further than that or what, but or at least maybe ideas percolating in his head about how he wanted to treat it.
That may have been all they got, too, before it was canned.
Well, likely he had ideas of how he wanted to do it in his head.
Right.
But I at least want to hear that, like how he wanted to resolve that. I think the obvious resolution would be, Sunset goes home.
To be with her girlfriend on the other side of the mirror?
Exactly. But, yeah, the other thing is, I know a lot of people have been kind of saying, well, maybe they could, do something with the comics. I mean, theoretically, yes, they could. But
they could.
I don't think we're going to get that.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're just not going to ever get that. It'd be nice, but I mean, the comics could theoretically wrap it up. I don't think we're going to get that, unfortunately. Who knows?
Would it be the same? Knowing what the comics have had a tendency to be hit or miss every now and then on certain topics.
Yeah. And they don't do Equestria Girl stuff in the comics very often.
Yeah.
It's very rare.
Yeah, I say that the comics have been hit or miss, but honestly, so is Equestria Girl's show too. I mean, well, it's not really a show, but yeah, you know what I mean.
The misses were kind of the fact that they decided to do the shorts instead of proper full length episodes. But whatever. A grave injustice has happened, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Yep.
Oh well. Anyway, in Pony Life and Generation 5 news, Season 2 of Pony Life is airing on Tiny Pop in the UK starting April 2nd, Treehouse in Canada on April 4th, and Discovery Family in the US on April 10th.
So...
Yep, all around...
Quickly.
the time frame was over the next few weeks.
Yep.
Another thing, yeah, there was a trailer, except it was... Video contains copyright content from Hasbro Studios, LLC, which has blocked it on copyright grounds.
Just like...
Wasn't this your own channel?
Yep.
I think you guys screwed up a little.
Yep, just a little. It's always funny to watch corporations get hit with their own copyright problems.
Yeah.
It's like,
so
you brought this on yourself.
I didn't get to watch the trailer because it was taken down.
I think there's been multiple little bits, and I saw one of them.
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to have new characters called Wildsiders. Yeah.
Yep.
Little animal, not ponies with cutie marks. And the Echo, the Bat, Lightning Chill, the Tiger, and Sugar Snap, the Peacock, and I hate them.
And they, for some reason, they all have horns like unicorns, too.
I hate them.
I
do not like these things.
I do not like them, Sam. I am.
Yeah, exactly. I don't. Oh, man, the brouhaha of that. Oh, they
yes.
canceled Doctors. No, they chose to just not release some old books.
Yeah, there was some really racist imagery in the old book. They decided not to release those anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just, wow.
Cancel culture run amok.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're all trailers. I linked them to you, but they're all taken down. Like, every single one of them are taken down. I don't know what the heck's going on there, Discovery and Hasbro. It doesn't help to promote your thing if you can't watch the thing to promote it.
Yep. It had to do with, like, portals, so, like, the wild siders. I keep wanting to say wild stylers. I don't know why.
Because wild style.
Yeah, but except it's with the wild side.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's like they go, accidentally go through a portal.
So shouldn't they be
and
called
they
the wild sliders?
I know. I want to say that too. Right. So it's like they accidentally go through. They meet the wild siders and they get the wild siders to get back, but then the wild siders kind of come with them.
Oh, fun.
I don't know. That's just the one I saw. So
I didn't get to see any of them because they're all taken down.
Yep.
Anyway, a press release has revealed the synopsis for the season premiere, and the second season only has 14 episodes, although a UK press release claims there's 26. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, press release, yeah. Let's see, where's the synopsis in this? 11-minute bite-sized episodes still. Series premiere episode titled Cutie Impact and the Crystal Capturing Contraption. Twilight Sparkle makes a startling discovery, but instead of telling her friends, she decides this is one problem she must solve alone. Meanwhile, in hopes of becoming Equestria's newest pony news reporter, Fluttershy interviews the rest of the main six about the coming cotton candy comet, but Pinkie Pie is too distracted to help.
Huh.
Okay, those are the episodes, the two premiere episodes coming April 10th on Discovery Family.
Yep.
Plus there's other stuff in there about, all the Hasbro owns this basically.
Yep. All your standard press release verbosity.
Yep. And then we're not done with Pony Life because titles and synopses, a bunch of them popped up. In fact, if the U.S. press release is to be believed, most of this season has been revealed through synopses and titles.
Oh my.
Actually, we kind of knew some of these titles, but we didn't have the synopses yet. Some of these titles.
Yep.
Yeah, Close Encounters of Balloon Kind / The Tiara of Truth. When a mysterious giant balloon lands in town, the main six speculate what it could be. When Pinkie Pie's friends are late to a special cupcake tasting, she learns the truth about where they were. Terrarium and Bubble Trouble. Applejack discovers a magic flower field, but before she knows it, things go wildly out of control. And Spike and the ponies find a super fun magical bubble wand inside one of the mysterious balloons. Time After Time Capsule and the Great Cowgirl Hat Robbery. Fluttershy struggles with finding the perfect item to put in a time capsule, and after being transported back to old Equestria, Applejack and Rarity must get back to their time zone.
That one might be interesting.
Yep, Applejack and Rarity.
Yep.
And then the other ones, let's see because these are two separate listings. Planet of the Apps / Back to the Present. In a futuristic Ponyville, Rainbow Dash and Twilight Sparkle must save Fluttershy from robots and find a way back home. Okay, they're just giving up on all pretense of any sort of continuity. The main six return to Ponyville only to find they're in another dimension. Hey, wait a minute. Magical Mare Story Tour. Wait a minute. Life of Pi. The main six find their new friends from the wild side have crossed over into Ponyville. Lightning Chill shadows Pinkie Pie, but with two cooks in the kitchen, their different styles erupt. The rarest of occasions and Portal Combat. Rarity's gearing up for her 100th episode of her live stream show. The portal between Equestria and the wild side is closing, and the Rainbow Dash gets stuck in it. Oh. Is it going to be like that
She's
Winnie
the
the Pooh
boat.
episode?
Oh, or I was going to say, like, the boat.
Oh, that boat too. What goes up, do? Communication shakedown. When the ponies get a main over at Princess Cadence's carnival. Hey, look, Princess Cadence. Rarity feels left out of the fun. A confusing text group chain at the carnival takes the ponies on a wild ride of emotions and emojis.
Oh, boy.
Lollipop and Little Misfortune. When at the traveling fair, Feathershy is excited to live out her dream of becoming a clown, but Applejack is terrified. A carnival fortune teller machine gives Rainbow Dash some bad news.
That Lollipop one just sounds weird.
Play right or wrong, and the show must go on. It's the annual Ponyville Play Day, and the main six are eager to celebrate by putting on a play. When Rarity receives the opportunity of a lifetime, she must choose between her friends or her breakout role. That sounds kind of familiar.
It does.
Yep.
So that's what we have at the moment.
That's all that most of the episodes of the season, again, if that's all to be believed. Oh yeah, and we got some screenshots as well from the upcoming stuff if you want to check those out. That's a thing.
That's a thing.
So yeah, just new screenshots of Pony Life. Some Wildsiders and Fluttershy dressed as a mime.
Is that supposed to be the quote unquote clown from the previous one? I don't know.
No, it's play right or wrong. Some of these are actually labeled from which episode they come from. That's nice.
Oh.
Everyone got good fortune.
Oh, right,
except for
that
Dash.
one. Yeah.
All right. Moving on, though, to, Generation 5 news, actually.
Hey.
Hasbro has trademarked the names Princess Petals and Zip Storm. Not sure whether that means anything necessarily, but they trademarked them.
Zip was one of the predicted names.
Yes. Except, that may not actually be her name in the end, though. Because of other news, a bit of Pip, if that's the real name, may have been revealed via a toy listing in German, and that was also taken down kind of because they were told that they were getting better descriptions. Someone also helpfully screenshotted it so you can actually see what the heck was the description. Let's see. Because the thing about Pip, apparently she might be a pop star of some sort. Pip is the princess of pop, and that means she puts on her peppiest appearances. Oh boy. Pop star Pip is 15 centimeters tall and sings. This is one of those toy things. And also lots of P words. This is going to be a fun thing to edit.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
explosives.
Yeah, looking like she might be pop star or something. Yeah. That's the thing.
Pip.
Yep, Pip. And not Zip. Probably.
Well, I think Zip is a completely different character.
Yeah. So
Pip and Zip are two completely different characters.
Or it's one of those things where they trademarked a bunch of names and then they're just going to use one. Let the other trademarks lapse.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, one of the quote-unquote leaks from earlier talked about Pip and Zip being two different characters.
Okay. It has been revealed that Court Lane is the executive producer of the G5 movie and series. He's done a lot of Marvel cartoons. I looked up his IMDb.
Marvel.
Lots of Marvel cartoons. And a couple of pony things. Apparently, one or two pony things here and there. Or something. And a new MLP book has appeared called My Little Pony, A New Adventure, and may be the movie title, but it also could not be the movie title. That'd just be, a stand-in.
Yeah, the book, book tie-ins sometimes don't, and they can sometimes put placeholder titles anyway.
So A New Adventure would kind of fit if they're trying to do the whole continuity, same continuity, new thing, but who knows?
Yep, it could fit. It could very easily be. I could see it and wouldn't be surprised.
We'll find out.
Yep, we shall.
And that's the news. Got through it.
We did.
We
got
a
fair amount of news.
We didn't get stuck.
We didn't get stuck. Boat stuck.
Yeah, so we're going to move on to My Little Pony, the manga, volume 3. Yeah, A Day in the Life of Equestria. Except not really. That's a very misleading title there.
Yeah.
Anyway, story by David Lumsden. Yeah. Art by Shay. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. The IEI is throwing me.
I'm not even going to try. Shay.
And toning by Ludwig Sacramento and lettering by Nikki Lim. Yeah.
Is it Ludwig or Ludwig?
Ludwig, which way? I've heard both.
Yep.
Anyway, this one is another one with the actual story throughout rather than just random shorts. And it's, let's see, Fluttershy and Discord hanging out. Fluttershy plans a scavenger hunt. Discord ruins it. Dash eggs him on a little bit. He comes back way later with, finally he's got the perfect scavenger hunt planned. And he took the elements of harmony from back in the past because it's the only one in place, he can guarantee that he had all of them. And they have to go to alternate worlds to find them. And meanwhile, the correct world they're in got messed up because now Nightmare Moon took over. Anyway, they also have to grab an alternate universe Twilight, and then they all go into different worlds to get their elements. And that's their adventures, is them going through all the worlds, which are all weird and different, getting the elements back, and eventually coming back, and they win the scavenger hunt, and everything goes back to normal after a big fight with Nightmare Moon.
Yep.
Well, I'll say this. It's actually better than Volume 2, that's for sure.
I think it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
But yeah, it's definitely better than Volume 2. Volume 2 was just kind of a... honestly.
Okay, you're also... I will agree this is definitely better than Volume 2, but you're also biased against it because of the massive Doctor Who references.
And I was not alone, though. A lot of people went on that one.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. But yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's each one is separate. Each chapter is, each world is separately. That's what they're doing. Like, you got Fluttershy in the world where she's a huge pop star. That's scary.
Yep.
Rarity's stuck in hell, a.k.a. the 80s. That's the thing. Pinky winds up in a world of superheroes and runs in the Twilight. And superheroes and supervillains. Dash winds up in a world what's largely the same, except just Celestia just really likes racing in this one.
Yeah, apparently.
And Applejack winds up in Weebville.
That's great.
Just nothing but Weeb references. And alternate universe Twilight winds up in, G1. Like, literally just G1.
Like, straight up G1. Like, the Midnight Castle.
Yeah, Midnight Castle premiere from G1. That's where she is.
The movie we watched a while back.
It wasn't a movie. It was a special. There's a difference.
Close enough. Nitpicking here.
Exactly. Always got to bust your chops.
Of course you do. Yeah, it was kind of weird getting to that section and going, I remember this.
I know this. Yeah, it's a fun one for sure, and there's a lot of goofiness there, and their whole thing is basically they were just hanging out because Twilight was off in Canterlot doing princessy things, so that's why she's not here. So just to grab the enslaved by Nightmare Moon Twilight, and you're helping us now, and who she doesn't really remember them that well because they all got separated.
Yep.
Oh, and a real Spike instead of a stone one.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Not to mention, it starts out in the future with the old character.
Yeah.
Old.
That's what
the older main six.
I mean, because Twilight's in the Candlelight. Because they took so long to come to give the perfect comeback for Dash. And they're like, what are you talking about? Wait, that? And of course, then reverts them back to their younger designs because, Yep. I have a feeling the artist did not really approve of the or the writer, whoever, did not really approve of the season 9 finale.
Boo! It was great
because we got to revert them back to their normal selves, and Twilight just doesn't appear. So I don't know. Yeah, I do like it stuff. I do like a lot of the goofiness. I did like the Weeb world. Just like Naruto and what was it? I saw Naruto and JoJo and a couple other things that probably can't. Yeah, but definitely Naruto's a big one. I saw Mecha and Godzilla essentially in the background.
Right in the first part of her section.
Yep. Yeah, and then the big fight with Nightmare Moon where they kind of drag in a whole bunch of the alternate universe stuff as well. And then a little bit of a reference to Pony Life as well. That's a small one. At the very end.
Oh, yep.
Also, Celestia's just a layabout. Doesn't do anything. I'm going to get my tan. Woo!
Isn't that part of the course, though?
Yeah.
Just make Twilight figure it all out?
Yep. pretty much.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was fun. Yeah, again, definitely better than Volume 2. I think also better Volume 1 as well. Volume 1 is a different one that's largely just unconnected shorts. This one's actually more, hey, look, we're going to tell a story.
Yep, one big story.
Yeah, it's fun. Recommend picking it up. It's about, let's see, retail is $11, which is $14
Canadian. You know, it's right on the back of the book.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a good one. So we'll go ahead and move on to our main thing, which is A Friend Indeed. A Season 2 episode. Yes, we're doing one of those. I haven't actually led to this in one of these.
Yep.
Yeah, Friend Indeed. If you don't remember that one, that is the one where Pinky's all happy about the fact she has so many friends, and then she meets Cranky Little Donkey, who just seems to not really want to be her friend. So she bugs him and bugs him and bugs him, and she almost ruins things, or pretty much does ruin things, until she realizes the reason he's so upset is because he never found the love of his life, Matilda, and then, hey, look, she reunites them, and everyone's happy. There you go. That one. Yeah, so this episode, this is, I think, one of those early times where it's like, Pinky's kind of annoying.
Yeah, this was not Pinky at her greatest.
Which is weird, considering it's Amy Keating Rogers who wrote this.
Yeah.
Usually she does a pretty good job with Pinky. This one, well, it's Pinky's correct in the sense that she's written correctly. Just,
it goes a little bit overboard, I think.
Pinky isn't actually that fun sometimes. Especially someone like Cranky Doodle there.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the thing about this episode is like, I remember this episode getting a fairly strong reception initially. Then as time went on, people were like, actually, that episode wasn't that good, was it? And I think the reason was, well, that song.
The song, yes.
The song carried that episode.
It did. Because that was, the Smile song was probably one of the best songs in the show.
Easily top 10.
Yeah, easily in the top 10. So it really carried it.
Imagine that. There's enough songs on the show for there to be a top 10.
Yeah. Well, that's always been a driving thing of this show is its songs.
Yeah. But just the fact that there's that many.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, that's been since season 1. It's like we're going to
Wow.
have songs in a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, it is one of the best songs of the show, and like that song was a really good one, and then the rest of the episode's kind of a letdown because of it. I mean, but just you're kind of riding on that high of the song because the song was like very early in the episode.
It is.
So it's like you're riding on the high of that song, and then you kind of go through and like, yeah, and there's some funny jokes throughout, and then you're like, actually, wow, Pinky, not only is she kind of annoying, she's also kind of overstepping quite a few boundaries in this episode.
What boundaries? Pinky doesn't have boundaries in this episode at all, really, until like the very, 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 very end.
Rarity, we need the newspaper.
Yeah.
No, bad Pinky.
Bad Pinky.
Goes in the bad Pinky corner.
God, it's like the one short little scene when Pinky's complaining to Twilight and Dash is there reading, and Dash's comment is
Dash just drops a truth bomb right there.
Just drops a truth bomb, absolutely no tact, and Twilight's like, Dash! It's like, what? She's right! Dash was totally right.
It's not about her being wrong, it's about her doing a little more tact. Which is Twilight was trying to do, was being tactful, and then Dash is like,
yes. Because, no, it's like, we're
Pinky,
talking...
you get it. No, you don't. No, she doesn't. She doesn't get it.
No, she doesn't get it.
That's the thing. It's like, okay, she meets Cranky, and she's like, oh, you're going to be my friend. And he's just like, leave me alone. And she's like, what? I don't understand. How can not be friend?
Yeah. And then just keeps pushing the issue.
Yeah. And he's like, leave me alone.
You're going to be my friend.
Leave me alone. And she won't leave him alone. And I think that's the thing. It's like, this is one of those frustrating things where it's like, episode tries to make it so Cranky's in the wrong, but it's pretty clear, no, Pinky's in the wrong. And she got lucky at the end that everything resolved itself.
The even weirder thing is, like you said, it's trying to push it so that Cranky's in the wrong, except it also isn't. Like, it's pretty obvious that she should leave Cranky alone, and Twilight even says that not everyone's going to. So it's like, it in some ways wants to have the message of there's just going to be some people you're not going to be friends with, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
But be friends
But
with
then
them
it also
anyway.
ends up, and then it just turns that on its head at the same time. So it's like, what do you want from me, episode?
What do you want from me? What are you trying to tell me?
You're confusing your messages here.
Yeah.
Getting mixed signals.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Cranky just wants to be left alone because he's been wandering Equestria because he's been looking for the love of his life, who, because he missed a note because she decided to post it on the inside of the board and on the door, not the outside of the door like a smart person would. But
don't post it on the door at all. Post it somewhere visible easily from the inside.
any which way.
Notes on the outside of the door tend to fall off too.
Any which way. Don't put it on the inside of the door and no one's going to see it.
Yeah. No one's going to see that.
That was shame on you, Matilda. Yeah, he's just trying to find his love, and she just got lucky that, I know those pictures and stuff, keepsakes and whatever, because, Matilda has those things.
Yep.
And there you go. So clearly you love your life as Matilda. So she just got lucky that she just happened to know Matilda's scrapbook.
Yep.
Because otherwise,
it got completely lucky.
Because she accidentally burned his.
Yep.
Of course, that part wasn't really necessary for her. That was a loose floorboard that she just happened to step on.
Yeah. That was an actual accident.
But everything else, though, leading up to it, including the not leaving him alone thing.
If she had backed off and just let him be, the book would never have been burned.
Yep.
He wouldn't have been, annoyed. And living in Ponyville,
he was going to run into her eventually.
Probably run into Matilda anyway.
Matilda? Cranky? There you go.
Pinky, you got lucky and you're essentially useless.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's kind of also frustrating because, there's a lot of good bits here and there. And I like, the felt. The felt.
The whole felt
that was
scene.
A funny little
Pinky's
thing.
mind.
Check, check, not check.
Not check.
That's a good one. I like the, what was it I was thinking of? There's a bit where it's I think they were unpacking and whatnot. Or I just like Cranky in general just being really surly and sarcastic, which they don't, that's one of those things they don't do very often. And of course, going right over Pinky's head.
Right over.
Yeah, and it's just, there's a lot of good bits here and there, but they don't really make up for the overarching problem of Pinky just really does not know when to quit.
Yep.
Does not know when someone says, someone says, leave me alone like that. And they're not a good friend either. And, leave them alone.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely not Pinky's greatest episode. Again, it's one of those that the song was great, had a lot of great points, but after, thinking about it more over time, it did kind of sour on Pinky a bit there.
Mm-hmm. This is one of those episodes, it just had a very positive reception on release, but as time went on, people kind of soured on because thinking about it, was wow, actually, Pinky's just not very good in this episode.
Pinky needs to learn boundaries, and I don't think she ever does.
Yeah. Because the other thing, she just, after she messes everything up, he yells at her, just leave him alone. And she comes back to apologize. And he just, he doesn't want to accept the apology. She just won't leave him alone.
Yeah. Seriously. It's important to apologize for something you've done wrong. But once you give the apology, if they don't accept it, you're done.
Yeah, that's it. They don't have to accept your apology.
Yeah, they don't have to. It's not their...
Yeah, they're not required to accept your apology.
And you've given it. The ball's in their court. What they do with it, it's up to them. Your job is done. Leave. If they don't accept it, that's just the way it is. Leave. But nope, Pinky doesn't understand that.
Also, of course, the complete inability to read the situation because, the wig thing.
Oh, right, yeah. Bald!
Yeah,
bald.
Exactly. It's she's just doesn't understand that he doesn't like the fact he's bald and he doesn't want people to know. And she just made sure to tell everybody.
And it's Pinky, you had good intentions, but
again,
the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Hey, look, it's Pinky misreading a situation, trying to help and just actually making things worse.
Again.
It's almost like that's in character for her or something.
Yeah.
Because that's the complaint here. It's not that Pinky's out of character. It's that Pinky's
This
just,
is her character.
it turns out, she
and I
actually
don't
is
like
an annoying
it.
character, and this is one of those episodes where this is not the last time, which is, why does Pinky get to be in the right despite the fact she's behaving all badly? Why is she always in the right despite the fact that she's not in the right?
Yeah.
That's always one of the things that happened with Pinky later on. It's just, why are we doing it like this?
We have to put everything aside for the sake of Pinky and Pinky alone.
Pinky must be happy or else everything is ruined, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that's the thing about this. That's the thing. It's just, I don't know. It's just, you just wind up being disappointed with the episode in the end which stinks because, like, again, that song was great.
The song was great. And
I love that song.
Yeah. And the episode had a lot of potential, but
And I think for
I think if they would have just toned Pinky down,
mm-hmm.
make her understand some boundaries, they could have had a good message and a good episode.
Yep. And, or even just not the, I don't know. I feel like that there's something they could have done with, like, Pinky learning about boundaries here.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least.
Yep.
It doesn't quite work out. And also the thing about the song, I think the part that everyone I think really remembers is, of course, the ending part with where they had the kind of what was it? Come on, every pony, smile, smile, smile.
Yep.
That's the part everyone remembers.
Yep. Because the ending of the song.
Yep. That's the big one.
Oh yeah, the song, because it's got like 2 movements within the song.
Yep.
Actually more than 2, but yeah, when it drops into that last section with the big chorus and the steady, but yeah,
love that part.
Yep, everyone does.
And also, I was also excited during the song. She just straight up kidnapped 2 kids. Okay, bye.
Yep. Yep.
But it's Pinky, so it's fine, right? Of course. It's like that Twilight. That's what I like with the Pinky. It's like that Twilight Zone episode with that kid, the kid with the magic powers that everyone's terrified of. Because if he's upset, you'll just disappear. It's like that with Pinky and Friendship is Magic sometimes.
And that reminds me, the very opening of this episode was Pinky doing like the 90s workout thing for the baby cakes.
Yeah, it's kind of closer to 80s, honestly.
Whatever. It was that workout routine thing to try and...
She's a maniac.
Yeah, and then, that was just a random thing at the very beginning that has absolutely no real bearing.
That's what we call killing for time.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she goes and walks through the town and saying hi to everyone. And
hello.
We see Matilda because, Chekhov's gun even plays here. And then we immediately drop into the song.
Yep.
And then there's
Cranky.
Cranky.
See my friends smile.
Yep. Then the close-up on her big smile, and then the song starts.
Yep. Yeah, it's a thing that's also the end credits was just, Yankee Doodle.
Yep, played Yankee Doodle.
Yep. Also, the other thing was, I think it was frustrating. She actually just starts deciding to go ahead and just rummage through stuff. Just jumps into the cart
and starts going through it. Like,
what's this?
No,
you don't do that. And just actually was thinking about those things. I was like, I have a DeLorean, right? A lot of owners have talked about how, like, they just have their car parked and people just open the door and get in.
Wow. God.
Or whatever. It's like they're at a car show and it's like, it's clear, they got cordoned off, like a lot of people. They don't want people touching the car. Other people, everyone just, the Corvettes and old muscle cars, don't touch them. They stay back. They keep their hands behind the back, all that stuff. But DeLorean, nope, got to touch it, got to open the doors, got to get inside.
Yep.
Boundaries. You don't mess with other people's stuff. Also, the other thing was the scrapbook, which she decided to look into. Let's just look, a book. I'm just going to open someone's book.
I'm just going to start reading other people's private stuff,
Mm. Oh, yeah, and there's the other thing was the snow globe, which has the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends and Derpy in there.
Yep. Yep, nice little reference.
It's just frustrating that, Pinky, this is one, I think, this wasn't the first time, I think, honestly, kind of Over a Barrel was one of the first, like, Pinky's annoying, but that was a kind of a footnote in that episode, versus in this episode, it's the primary focus, so it's worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, yeah, the other thing is referencing Pepe Le Pew's kind of nowadays Then again, it's like, it is, chasing someone down who wants nothing to do with you, so it kind of fits.
It does fit, but
it's less creepy. It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, trying to think of anything else really to get on.
I can't.
With that episode.
It was a pretty straightforward episode. Like I said, there was
straightforwardly annoying. Ha!
A little bit of time killing in the beginning.
Yep.
It was obvious.
And a great song.
Yep. But other than that, I would say not the worst episode, but definitely not
a great one.
Not a great one.
It's one of the lower points of season 2 for sure.
Yeah, it was one of the lower points.
Other than the song.
And wasted potential, I would say.
Kind of almost like all bottled up. It's like kind of, except not as extreme.
Yeah.
Great song. Everything else.
Yeah.
Definitely not one of the better ones.
Definitely not the worst.
Yeah, there's worse in season 2. There's worse, but
yeah, this one could have been better, and it makes me sad because I could see ways that it could be. And that's probably what makes it worse in a way. It's like
you can see what it could have been.
It's one thing when it's just bad and it's just not great.
But when it's like when it could have been
not great, but it could have, and you can see it, and it makes it so much more frustrating.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we'll go ahead and move along from that to our fan content, which will start off with music. Which again, if you want to find the fan content, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. Anyway, take it away.
Yep. I got 2 songs for this episode that I want to feature. First one is Algo et al.'s remix of Winter Wrap Up.
Can I help but do you see? What does every pony do? How do I fit in without magic? I haven't got a bringing home the southern birds. A Pegasus job begins and clearing all the gloomy skies to let the sun shine in. We move the clouds and we melt the white snow. When the sun comes up, it's warmth and beauty will glow. Let's finish our holiday. Let's finish our holiday.
Hey, that just wrapped up.
I know. I actually didn't plan that, but hey, we'll say I did. Just sure. Anyway, this one it's simple, but effective.
Right.
And it's just really well done. I don't have any much else to say. It's Winter Wrap Up, and it feels kind of weird to be featuring Winter Wrap Up in the year of our Lord 2021. But here we are. Yeah, Winter Wrap Up is like the remix song. So it's like if you're gonna start making show remix songs for MLP, you're going to have to do Winter Wrap Up. It's like the one to do. So I guess here it is, and they did a good job. I liked it.
Yeah, kind of happy bouncy because it's Winter Wrap Up, and some of it sounds like those floppy drive songs.
Those are great.
Yeah,
those are great. I actually tried doing that once, and it was moderately successful.
All right.
Yep. So the second one that I want to feature is Spikey Wikey's Hush. This one's a bit different. It's
a little bit.
I want to say it's like funky and groovy, but also a little bit harsh in some places. It has this effect where it kind of hits a little harder, but just the right amounts in just the right spot, so it's not like overbearing, and it keeps it interesting. It's a lot of fun and kind of makes you want to groove to it.
Right.
It's got these vocal clips that are thrown in, but they're thrown in at just the right moments to fit in. It's just really well done and a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's some bits here and there. It's kind of makes it kind of give it a bit of a darkish tone.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting.
I think that's what I was trying to explain with the harsh, but I'm not very good with words.
Yeah, but I like it, and part of me kind of disappointed it didn't really lean into that. Go, hey, let's take because Hush. I was like, oh, it's like Hush now, quiet now. It has the elements of that, but that's not necessarily the only thing, and not even the primary thing, arguably.
Yeah,
I was kind of hoping, let's just fine, let's do creepy lullaby stuff. I love that stuff.
Creepy lullabies are great, but it didn't lean into it. It did something different.
It did something different. It's still great. It just kind of,
It's still,
I was hoping.
it's like, oh.
One of those things, you're disappointed despite the fact it's still good.
Yeah. Oh man, that reminds me of like a TikTok video that's been going around, the potato chocolate cake. Chocolate potato cake. It's like a recipe from 1912 that's like, the guy's making it. It's like, this is like all the wrong answers in a cooking textbook. And he puts it, and it's like, his last line was, "It's amazing and I'm mad." You shouldn't work. This is incredible and I'm angry. That's what I'm mad. Yep.
So that's music. Going on to fanfic stuff, though. I got nothing new, but Clear Skies did update with 2 new chapters. I'm trying to remember what they were. It's been a month. Almost literally.
I believe it was the one where they may have found the treasure.
That's right. Yeah, they encountered
there's another boat that may also be going after
island.
it, and they landed.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
The other boat, they encountered they went to get the ship fixed, and then people are like, "Are you one of those stupid treasure hunters?" No,
not technically.
Yeah,
technically, no. That's not why she was not when she was flying.
Yep. So that's the chapters updates, and that's it, I guess.
Yep.
Not gonna know new fanfics because just you know how it is sometimes.
Yeah, I know how it is.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of this podcast. So
end of this episode.
Yeah, this episode podcast thing. So right. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can check out our other episode at pony411.libsyn.com. Again, it's spelled Libsyn. You can check out episodes via the RSS feed there, or via the links at the top, or near the top, I should say. If you want to, you can go to Deezer, apparently, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and YouTube. And you can subscribe to any of those, or search for Pony411 on any of those, and subscribe that way. The buttons are there, or whatever. Or you can also find us on ponyvillelive.com, as long as it stays up. As of now, as far as I can tell, it is still up. Is it? Yes. And there's also Ponyville FM if you want to check us out every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And also you can find see live DJs and whatnot there as well.
It's a cool place.
Yes. You can also contact us via email, pony411podcast@gmail.com, if you have questions, comments, criticisms. What did you think of Friend Indeed, by the way? Were you one of the people who also were kind of like, yeah, and then, oh. Or did you,
maybe.
Do you still like it? Or did you recognize it was kind of iffy from the get-go? I don't know.
Maybe you actually like Pinky and it's not that big of an issue for you.
I don't know. I have no idea. I used to like Pinky. And then I stopped. Yeah, you can do that. You could also find us on Facebook. Like us there, facebook.com/pony411. New episodes will pop up there and whatnot. As time goes on, I guess. Keep doing that for a while. I'm not sure. And of course, there's Twitter @pony411 if you want to follow us there, or like us and retweet us and see new episodes that come out. And sometimes just random pony stuff. And actually, recently we released a new review.
Hey.
That was a while ago, and now I'm thinking about it. I could have sworn, did Ponyville Live break again? It broke again.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The last episode just shows episode 304, so it broke again.
It broke.
Alas. We did a new review of the Kotobukiya Sunset. That came out, and I was able to review it real quick. So it's a short one, so don't worry if you... It's a nice little figure. $100, though. So yeah, I hope you know what you're in for if you're going to get one. Same with Kotobukiya, Luna, and Celestia coming up soon.
Yep. I've got my dash, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you got your dash. We weren't able to review that, though, because of, again, the troubles.
The troubles. The current times we are in, I do not have the ability to do reviews here.
Well, technically you can, just that won't be very high quality because you don't have the proper lighting setup or background or anything. You can still do it, though.
Yeah.
You have access to the channel.
Yeah, I just don't have the I don't have the studio facilities for it.
Of course, you can also follow us on personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, and he's at Algo7raz and _ at the end. He mostly tweets Dash and Scootaloo pictures.
The best pictures. Yeah. Especially if they're like Twidash.
So the problem is, those don't have Unicron in them, so how can they be the best? My pictures
'Cause
have
they-
Unicron in them. You can see
Apparently.
Unicron is really big.
He's very
He
big.
is the largest toy I have. He is 27 inches tall. For you international people, that is just size 70 centimeters. He's big. He's heavy.
Big.
I love him. He is my son.
Almost as big as you are.
So yeah, that's our things. Tune in next time. It'll be sometime soonish. We're gonna work that out because I don't want to jump into Pony Life immediately. We will be talking about Pony Life next time.
We will be talking about Pony
but
Life.
I want to see when we start because I don't want to start off with one episode as aired.
Because they are short episodes.
Because I remember what happened last time.
Yeah, because they're hard to talk about. There's not a huge amount of meat to talk about.
Exactly. So
if
we
we're
need
going
to
talk
build
about
up
them,
a bit. So it might
we
be.
want to cut a few
We
of
might
them.
not come back till May again. We'll figure that out.
Yeah. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
Keep tuned and find out.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you check out that episode when it comes out. And until then, remember, please pony responsibly. Goodbye.
See ya.